oh, I'm so sorry, like we just broke up, the wounds are fresh, you expect me to treat you like a best friend?
Oh my god, Jay!
Hi, I'm Renee.
I'm Jess.
Hi, I'm Peps.
I'm Nia and this is
Zula Chit Chats. Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of Chit Chats, and today we'll be talking about airing your dirty relationship laundry on social media. Basically, it's when you expose your intimate details about your relationship on social media and it's kind of there on whatever platform for the public to criticize in a sense. And then usually people seek validation or kind of a response from this if they do it. My first question to our guest over here: have you done this before? That's the tea that everybody wants to know.
Mine is just like putting my emotions out there on social media.
Okay.
I don't put like intimate details about my relationship, but most of the time it's like go up to Instagram, Insta stories, then I will just like put a time.
Oh my god, yeah, you need people to know that you're up
3:30
late.
Toxic thoughts. I'm feeling sad, but I don't know why. But you know why. You know why you're feeling sad. You just want your partner to look at your Insta story.
Actually, the most I do, it's not even like just level or got words one. It's just I post a song. You know, Spotify can share songs.
Been there, done
So
that.
emotional. Especially the Mando pop ballads.
Oh my god.
It's like the indirect way. It's like, hello, come and comfort me.
There's different variations, right? So that is also still a form of talking about your relationship on social media without being too direct about it, I guess. Because I think a lot of people can associate with what you do, Jess.
She's always overseas. Just go for trips. Then I don't have her most of the time. Sometimes I will overthink at like 3 a.m. And I know that she's too tired to even talk about feelings. And then I also don't want to like burden my friends to like, hey, I'm feeling like that. Like talk to me. I'm not trying to look for any validation from anybody lah. It's just an outlet for me to let my feelings out.
Have you considered like other outlets instead of like posting on social media?
I do write down my emotions. I have a notepad on my phone.
Okay.
So I'll put like the day that I feel sad. Then I'll write every single thing.
No, I've never done that. I don't want to invite like strangers into my personal life. If I have problems with whoever I'm dating, I will just tell that person straight. Or I will talk to my trusted friends or like my family for their opinion, because if I put it out on Instagram, I will get a lot of advice from so many voices that I will get very confused. To me, it's important who I let speak into my life also. That's why I don't do that.
But then that's you never really do, right? But then is it you have friends who like you've seen your friends do?
Yeah, I've seen my friends do, but then I won't judge. But I can't help but question.
Okay.
Like, why do you do this? Like, you can just talk to the person. I mean, like, is that a fundamental thing in a relationship, communication?
Right.
Like, if you don't have that, then what? Like, why are you in a relationship?
Like perhaps I'm not the kind to share on social media about my personal life, mainly because I select what people want to see. Like my boyfriend does videos with me, right? I only show like the facts about our relationship. We met at this place, how we met and stuff like that. Personal wise, I don't think I go into detail as much lah. Yeah.
Throughout my relationship, when we have fights, I don't post on social media. I would always feature him and I'll tag him. So I feel like if I talk shit about him, they'll immediately know who it is. So I don't want to invite strangers into our private matters, especially when it's negative. But the one time I did it, I went all in and I did a whole expose after we broke up because I just couldn't stand it. So I started spilling tea on how he's the one who said he wanted to remain friends, but when we saw each other the next time at a friend's party, the party was at a club, and then the whole night he was groping 4 girls. I counted. He groped 4 different girls, and every time he groped them, he would look me in the eye and be like, "Yeah, I'm doing it." And then when I say hi to him, he just look at me like, "What?" And then he walk off and ignore me. He had his face up in some girl's boobies. It was 3 days after we broke up.
so disrespectful.
That's why. And he's the one who said he wanted to remain friends. And then he just go on Instagram and post about how he's having the time of his life with girls. So I blocked him because I didn't want to see that. It's is this how you treat a friend? You don't even want to say hi to me. I called him out. I was like, how come you ignore me when I say hi to you at the club? Then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. We just broke up. The wounds are fresh. You expect me to treat you like a best friend? So all those things combined made me feel like trash. So I just went on like a little IG story text rant, and it was like a lot, like you keep tapping and tapping and tapping, there's still like more. And I feel like I really need to just get it off my chest.
For her one, right? It's like, as in like, how to say?
Shit on it! Shit on her!
I don't want to look like I'm crazy, even to the guy. No, I'm not crazy. No, okay, no, not crazy. Like that I'm losing my shit. No, shit! Whatever I'm saying is just, oh my god, I don't even want him to get a reaction out
No,
of
but
it.
I get what you mean though, like just to look as if you have your shit together.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's like, so when I blow up, I'll blow up privately when he cannot see it, and then like when he sees me, I'm just like, yeah, I'm cool. Why? So if let's say I was in your position, I'll be like, yeah, go grope them. You cannot grope mine. You know what I mean?
But for those of you who posted, right, what was like the reactions that you got from people?
After I got everything off my chest, I felt amazing and I went to sleep. Then I woke up and then a lot of people were like offering me support. This one like lady, she's a complete stranger, she said like, oh, by the way, my ex of like 5 years moved on from me within a week or so, but I don't care because I met my husband and now we're happily married. And I'm like, oh, thank you. It's like they don't even have to tell me such things about their lives, but they are, just so I can feel better. But the bad part was he said that he received a lot of DMs from strangers like scolding him. The fact that I made that decision on a whim to do that whole IG story rant, right? The effects were so lasting that even after a few months, he still like called me up. Then he said, your followers are still messaging me, it's getting very annoying. Then I'm like, I didn't ask them to, so I cannot get them to stop because I don't even know them, they're not my friends.
Whenever I posted something on IG story, she will ask me how I am. And that's where I can like let go of my emotions, right? Then after that, she will advise me, like, okay, next time, if you're feeling this way, just tell me straight up and not like post this kind of thing. Because the moment when she see the IG story, right, she will always wonder, is it me that you're referring to? And I start to understand that it's also not very nice to be in her position also lah, to like keep wondering and wondering. I don't care if people are like, hey, how are you? Like everything is gonna be okay. Yeah, I just wanted my partner's attention, that's all.
When people respond to these things or see people's IG stories about these things, sometimes the auto assumption is they need someone to talk to. Maybe for you it's not, but I think for a lot of other people, they want someone to kind of respond to them so that they can share how they feel about the situation. Actually, have you guys seen people or articles about people posting about their relationships on social media? The guy bought dessert for his girlfriend, but then she rejected it, and then she scolded him for buying it for her, and then said that you should just pass me cash.
Oh god!
Something along those lines. I remember this story. What do you think about people posting stuff like that?
She's a special case because her thinking is just so warped that she's in like a league of her own. Like if I'm in a situation where I want to complain about my partner whom I'm still like dating, I would not go online about it because I feel like it's very stupid to continue being in a relationship if it makes you that unhappy that you're complaining online.
I would think it shows a lot about your character rather than the person you're shaming. It's like, wow, you're so immature, you know. And then like this person is supposed to be like your significant other. Like, what is the intention behind you doing that? Is it to embarrass him? Then why are you with him? You know what I mean?
For this girl's case, I think it's just very subjective because in the case it's a little bit more entitled behavior because of what she expected from her partner.
Then there's also one, I saw the headline briefly, it mentioned like Hai Di Lao. So I was thinking that, or maybe the girlfriend is saying like, oh, you don't have to keep treating me to Hai Di Lao because it's too expensive. You ain't lie, right? She said Hai Di Lao is like peasant food. Have you been to Hai Di Lao? It's like $50-$60 per pax. And then she said like, she want the boyfriend to buy her Chanel like very, very often. Then she said like, it's very embarrassing when she tell her friend like, oh, all my boyfriend treat me to is Hai Di Lao when my friends are going for like 5-star restaurants.
What?
I think she screenshotted her WhatsApp convo scolding the
And then she
boyfriend.
posted it on her.
Yeah, and she was thinking that people will be on her side.
It's very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Like, you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be one team, but you're going against your own team.
Yeah.
You know, so it's so bizarre to me. Like when I saw that article.
I don't believe in shaming the person like publicly on social media, mainly because the person who is getting shamed or getting publicized on social media, right, they don't have a chance to speak up for themselves, and the impression is already painted of this person like 100%. Okay, so the last part to wrap up this whole video is advice to people who, thinking about whether they want to post on social media. Any advice from people who have done it before and people who advise against it?
I think like it's true when they say like anything you put on the internet is forever. Don't put it out there unless you're really, really okay with the fact that you can never retract whatever you said. Like, be careful what you reveal about your relationship, because you might forgive your partner, but your friends and family won't.
For me, it's to each its own. If there is a coping mechanism, then do it. But also remember that communication with your partner is very important, and don't expect any like validation for anyone, because ultimately it comes from yourself and your partner.
I would advise against it. If let's say you're not mature enough, like you will spiral in your own heads and like wonder like, oh my gosh, like is anyone gonna view it? Is anyone gonna see it? Like what if nobody replies? Like does that mean the whole world doesn't care about me? That kind of thing. So if you're still in that whole realm, right, it will only make the matters worse, and it's not gonna help anything.
Think about how your words can affect your partner. For example, even the asshole that you have dated at one point in time. Everybody is still human. If let's say that person made a mistake, consider if the other person has remorse for their actions first before venting everything on your social media. Do it in a constructive way, I would say. With that said, we have come to the end of this video today. So for you guys out there, if you have any interesting stories about what you've seen on social media or have had your own personal experience, leave it in the comments down below, and also tell us what to talk about next time. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Whoa,
Bye.
don't touch me there. This is Manolo Square.
Touch.
Don't touch.
Okay.